At Chichén Itzá, the act of ritual sacrifice was an integral part of the cultural practices. Greetings everyone! In today's video, we will be delving into an intriguing topic, the genomes of the ancient Maya from Chichén Itzá, uncovering the practice of male twin sacrifice and the genetic impact of epidemics during the colonial era. At this archaeological site, it was common to perform ritual sacrifices of male children, including two sets of twins. Through genetic analysis, we have discovered that these sacrificed individuals had local Maya origins and familial connections. Furthermore, the present-day Maya population exhibits genetic adaptations that provide resistance against Salmonella infection, which can be traced back to the colonial epidemics. This study not only provides insights into the ancient Maya rituals, but also highlights the long-lasting genetic consequences of historical events. Without further delay, let us commence our discussion on this fascinating subject. The genomes of the ancient Maya shed light on the historical practice of sacrificing male twins and the lasting genetic impact of epidemics during the colonial era. Situated at the core of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula lies the ancient Maya city of Chichén Itzá, a captivating and mysterious archaeological site that holds immense significance in North America. Emerging in the aftermath of the collapse of the classic Maya civilization, this city thrived as a populous and influential political hub for centuries prior to the Spanish conquest. Its dominion extended far beyond the Maya region, reaching deep into central Mexico. Renowned for its grandiose architecture, including a multitude of ball courts and temples, most notably the colossal temple of El Castillo adorned with intricate feathered serpents, Chichén Itzá has been a subject of archaeological exploration for over 100 years. Chichén Itzá is renowned for its abundant proof of ritualistic slaughter, showcased through both the tangible remnants of sacrificed individuals and depictions in grandiose artwork. The contentious excavation of the sacred cenote in the 1900s revealed the presence of hundreds of human remains, while a meticulously crafted stone tzompantli, a structure used to display skulls, in the heart of the site solidifies the significance of sacrifice in Chichén Itzá's religious practices. Nevertheless, despite its infamy, the true nature and circumstances surrounding ritual killing at the site continue to elude comprehensive understanding. Children and adolescents make up a significant portion of the individuals who were sacrificed at the archaeological site. While it has been commonly believed that females were the primary targets of sacrifice, determining the sex of juvenile skeletal remains through physical examination alone is challenging. However, recent anatomical analyses indicate that many of the older juveniles may actually be male. In 1967, an underground chamber was discovered adjacent to the sacred cenote. This chamber, which appears to have been originally used as a water cistern, contained the scattered remains of over 100 young children. It is believed that the chamber was modified to connect with a small cave. In ancient Maya culture, caves, cenotes, and chultuns, underground chambers, were often associated with child sacrifice and were seen as portals to the underworld. In order to gain a deeper understanding of the ritual practices and the significance of child sacrifice at Chichén Itzá, a team of international researchers from renowned institutions such as the Max Planck Institutes for Evolutionary Anthropology, MPI-IWE Leipzig, and Geoanthropology, MPI-GEA Jena, the National School of Anthropology and History, INAH Mexico City, the National Institute of Anthropology and History, INAH Yucatan Merida, and Harvard University, Cambridge, conducted an extensive genetic investigation on the remains of 64 children who were ritually buried within the chultun at Chichén Itzá. Through dating techniques, it was determined that the chultun had been used for funerary purposes for over 500 years, spanning from the 7th to the 12th centuries AD. However, the majority of the children were interred during the 200-year period of Chichén Itzá's political zenith, specifically between 800 to 1000 AD. Surprisingly, genetic analysis unveiled that all 64 individuals tested were male. Further examination of their genetic profiles revealed that these children were sourced from local Maya populations, with at least a quarter of them being closely related to another child within the chultun. This close familial connection was supported by the fact that these young relatives shared similar dietary habits, indicating that they were likely raised in the same household. Co-author Patsy Perez Ramalho, a postdoctoral researcher at the Department of Archaeology and Cultural History, NTNU University Museum, Trondheim, Norway, and the MPI-GEA, highlights the remarkable similarity in dietary patterns among individuals who exhibited a first or second degree familial relationship. Co-author and group leader at the MPI-EVE, Catherine Nagel, reveals a startling discovery. The team identified not just one, but two sets of identical twins. This conclusion is based on the meticulous sampling strategy employed, which ensured that no individuals were duplicated. The implications of these findings are significant, suggesting that male children with familial connections were intentionally chosen in pairs for ceremonial practices linked to the Chultun. According to Oana del Castillo Chavez, a researcher in the physical anthropology section at the Centro INEH Yucatan, the Chultun, where male children of similar ages and diets were buried together for over 200 years, is likely a burial site for sacrificial individuals chosen for specific reasons. The ancient Maya held twins in high regard, as evidenced by their origin stories and spiritual beliefs. The sacred Popol Vuh, a Mayan book dating back over 2,000 years, depicts twin sacrifice as a central theme. In this narrative, the twins Hunhunahpu and Vukubhunahpu are sacrificed by the gods after losing a ball game and descending into the underworld. The hero twins, Hunahpu and Spalanque, sons of Hunhunahpu, then seek revenge by repeatedly sacrificing and resurrecting themselves to outsmart the underworld gods. The adventures of the hero twins are prominently depicted in classic Maya art, and the burial of twins and close relatives within the Chultun at Chichén Itzá may be reminiscent of these ritual practices associated with the hero twins and their connection to the underworld. According to Christina Wariner, an anthropologist at Harvard University, the popularized tales from the early 20th century that depicted young women and girls being sacrificed at Chichén Itzá were actually false. Through a collaborative international study, the researchers have discovered a different narrative that highlights the profound connection between ritual sacrifice and the cycles of life and death described in sacred Maya texts. Additionally, the detailed genetic data collected at the site has provided valuable insights into the long-term genetic effects of colonial-era epidemics on indigenous populations in Mesoamerica. Working closely with the local Maya community of Tixcacaltuyub, the researchers have identified evidence of positive genetic selection in immunity-related genes, particularly in variants that offer protection against Salmonella infection. The devastating 16th century epidemics in Mexico, which resulted in a population decline of up to 90%, were exacerbated by wars, famines, and diseases such as the 1545 Coccolistli epidemic, now known to be caused by the pathogen Salmonella enterica paratyphi C. Lead author Rodrigo Barquera, a postdoctoral researcher at the MPI-EVA and an immunogeneticist, explains that the modern Maya population still bears the genetic remnants of the epidemics that occurred during the colonial era. Through various sources of evidence, it has been determined that present-day individuals of indigenous and mixed ancestry descent in Mexico possess specific genetic alterations in their immune genes that contribute to a heightened ability to combat Salmonella enterica infection. The field of ancient DNA analysis has advanced to the point where it is now possible to delve into more intricate and multifaceted inquiries about the past. According to Johannes Kraus, the director of the Department of Archaeogenetics at the MPI-EVA and senior author of the study, the wealth of new information derived from ancient DNA has not only allowed researchers to debunk outdated theories and assumptions, but has also provided valuable insights into the biological repercussions of historical events. Additionally, it has offered a glimpse into the cultural practices of the ancient Maya civilization. These studies also give indigenous researchers the agency to shape narratives of the past and establish priorities for the future. Maria Elmila Mu Mazeta, a Mayan co-author and researcher at the Autonomous University of Yucatan, UADY, emphasizes the significance of her role as a research professor of indigenous descent in contributing to the accumulation of knowledge. She places great importance on preserving the historical memory of the Mayan people. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.